Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to the movie by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, and it's really leaving a lot of people wondering on exactly how will J.J. Abrams wrap up the entire Skywalker saga. Now, as you all know, J.J. Abrams wasn't the first person involved with Star Wars Episode 9. We also had Colin Trevorrow, which was the original writer and director of the movie before he was actually fired by Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, Disney, etc. And it left a lot of people wondering exactly what Colin Trevorrow could have actually brought to us, the fans, on the table for this massive franchise when it comes to some of our favorite characters, such as Luke Skywalker, Leia, and more. And that brings us to our subject today. Now, these past couple of weeks we've been going over all the different set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. However, one of the storyboards has all to do with one of the original concepts for one of the ending sequences of the original Episode 9. Specifically, a description had an older Luke Skywalker with his arms crossed on a jungle-like world. A waterfall in back of him, and in front of him is Leia, holding an ignited blue lightsaber. The other description suggests Luke didn't die alone, however died by his sister's side. It's not specified how Luke died in this old concept. So let me say one thing right here, is that this, I think, matches directly up with George Lucas's original vision of how he was going to end Episode 9, where he would save Luke's death until the final film of the sequel trilogy, and that Leia would become a Jedi. Now, in the concept here for the original Episode 9, it's not really suggested that she is a Jedi or is training to become a Jedi. It's just that Leia is holding the Skywalker lightsaber that's ignited blue, and Luke Skywalker is examining Leia holding this thing in the background. Now, the other thing is that Luke did not die alone. He died by his sister's side, which is something very emotional and matches directly up with what Colin Trevorrow said. I think it was like 2-3 years ago at this point, where he said he wanted to do something very special for both Luke and Leia in Episode 9. Could it have been this? Really, could it have been this between both Skywalker twins actually having a moment together and Luke Skywalker passing away by his sister's side? That to me is so emotional and just so sad in a way, because I think that, you know, if you had something like that on screen, it would really resonate with a lot of people. It's very, I guess you could say, I don't know, relatable. A lot of people, I'm sure, have gone through that. And I think that would have been a great way to capture people's hearts. Where in The Last Jedi, like I say, beautiful visuals when Luke Skywalker died. I just did not agree how he died by using the Force projection technique and how early he really died. And also, you know, let alone the fact that he died alone. I mean, that's one thing that a lot of people forget, is that Luke Skywalker died alone. If you think about it like this, I mean, Anakin Skywalker at least died by his son's side. We had Obi-Wan Kenobi die, where Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Leia all witnessed it. And if you look at Yoda, he died by Luke's side. A lot of these characters all died by at least having somebody by their side. And that's one reason as to why I think that this would have been the better route to go, where Luke actually died, where his sister was right by him in his final moments in life before he entered the netherworld of the Force, and becoming one with the Force itself. So that to me, I'm just thinking about it, it's like so emotional. That to me would have been amazing. So looking at what Colin Trevorrow could have brought to the table, whether or not this was going to end up in the finalized version of his movie is a question open on the table for discussion for sure. But nonetheless, I think that Colin Trevorrow had huge plans for Episode 9, and it's very early to say whether or not he would have done a better job than JJ, because, like I say, I can't really say what J.J. Abrams is doing for Episode 9. We haven't seen anything as of yet, no footage really per se, so we'll have to wait and see exactly how J.J. ends episode 9, because for all we know, maybe we will get that reunion between Luke and Leia again. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments section. I honestly think that him training Leia to become a Jedi, George Lucas's original vision, is, of course, what's happening right here, right now, in the older description, where Luke is on this jungle world, and he's actually looking at Leia holding the Skywalker lightsaber ignited. Could this very well be Leia training to become a Jedi? Maybe, maybe not. It could be a light inspirational piece of what George envisioned many years ago. But anyways, guys, I would love to hear your opinion and insight on all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.